call this meeting to order.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, we welcome our camera person. We have no additions to the agenda. No chair's remarks. We have no public for open public comment. So I move to approve the minutes. The emergency minutes we'll have to table until our next meeting. So the minutes of September 6th.
Move to be accepted as printed. Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Jeff? Tom?
Aye.
And I'll abstain. Warrants?
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the following warrants. 6T, accounts payable, $74,960.55. 36S, payroll, $9,875.83. 37S, payroll, $11,098.44.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, Michael?
Aye.
Jeff? Tom?
Aye.
I'm an aye. Motion carries. Town administrator report?
On Friday, September 6th, Dennis Tier serviced the town signs, both north and south of the town lines. The signs are in very good condition, and he submitted a proposal for the August 2024 maintenance to be included in the budget, so that we have a figure to work with, because there's a few things that are going to need to be done, so it's going to be a little bit more money. On Monday, September 12th, I had walked the town forest with the Conservation Commission, the director and assistant director of the rec department, and an agricultural specialist from Wyndham Regional, and a representative also from Vermont Land Trust. And so we were looking for invasive species. We didn't find an awful lot, which was really good. We found Japanese barberry, Asiatic bittersweet, and glossy buckthorn. All the plants were removed except for the Japanese barberry, as it's got very extensive roots and needs to be dug up. So that was something that was really good. And I guess there was a lot of towns that didn't apply for this grant, and it was done through a grant, so they're gonna come back and go and look at Lily Pond, which I guess is a little bit more concerned, so we're
Cool.
gonna have more benefit on that end, and we're just gonna have to monitor the town forest. Let's see, so the proposals for the outdoor recreation master plan are due on the 29th. I've had a few firms show some interest and have a few questions and inquiries regarding submitting proposals, so hopefully we'll hear back from at least a few. I think I submitted it to at least 12 directly, and there was a few other that I heard from that I didn't send to them, so I posted in a few places. And the commission should be discussing the proposals on October 12th meeting, I'm sorry. Let's see, what else do I have? I've been working with the custodian on quotes for the groundskeeping equipment that he'll need to be purchasing. So I'll be submitting information on that hopefully next week, but now that there's an additional source, we're gonna see if we can get some additional proposals together on that. I'm holding a department head meeting next Tuesday to discuss budgets and to see if there's any staff interested in being on the committee for the personnel policy update. So we'll see how many people I can pull together in that and see what we can get done. And I received an email this morning from the library trustees, and they're gonna postpone the book sale that was scheduled for the 24th. I don't have an alternate date at this time. And I'll be taking vacation time tomorrow afternoon and Thursday. So I won't be in the office, but if you need me, you know how to reach me. And that's all I have.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. Okay, new business, the public ARPA request process.
That would be me.
That's you, Tom.
Yeah, I just, before the can goes any farther down the road, we keep getting requests, and that's fine. We're supposed to be, compiling them and keeping them and that type of thing. But we really need to, we said we were gonna have a process, that we were gonna have a public meeting on ARPA funding once we got some stuff in. My question is, do we wanna put we were gonna take solicitations from the public at these meetings as well. Do we wanna establish the meeting date for that? And then after that meeting, we would set a deadline on submissions. Because everything should be submitted in writing one way or another. And it doesn't have to be it can be a one sentence thing, but then we had the thing and we moved before we were into budget and town meeting next year. And the board has to decide too what it might want to do with some of these funds for municipal related projects, if there's any too.
Do you have a date in mind?
I'm an open book on that. I didn't really think of a date. I just think if we're starting budget meetings in October, we can do two things at once, I'm sure, but why don't we say we have the public forum the second meeting of October? We could get some outreach done on that.
Do you want to look at having it at the school possibly?
Yeah.
I think we'll actually get enough people to,
I bet you would.
well, we don't want to try to shove everybody in this room.
You can't.
No.
Yeah, I hadn't even, that's a good idea, Michael, I hadn't thought of that.
See if the school's open to let the public in again and see if we can get a date that works for them.
I'll talk to Tim, he's got the connections over there, he needs to go to.
That'd be great.
Principal.
Yeah, I don't want to be pushy on it, I just,
Yeah. No, we need to do something.
we need to get something done on it, that's all.
Probably there should be a follow-up public meeting at some point.
Yeah,
The decision has to be next summer?
yeah, you gotta have it allocated by,
Allocated, I think, by the end of next year.
yeah, and then
And
spent the
expended.
year after, yeah.
Right, allocate, then spend for that fiscal
Right.
year. And I probably should know, but, who makes the final decision as to how the money's allocated?
Selectboard.
That's kind of an important thing to do.
Yeah.
Thank you for indulging that.
No,
All right.
thank you for finally doing what we need to do, pushing us all to do that.
That's great. Okay, National Opioid Settlement Payment.
Okay, so we received settlement payment and I had, in your packets, 3 organizations, local organizations, that deal with opioid treatment. And I don't know what your thoughts are, so I figured I'd just put some information out there, if you wanna think about it and maybe look around a little bit more, or just figured I'd start the conversation.
How much money?
1,800?
No.
No, $1,081.
Try to,
Sorry.
and so is that the suggested allocation for $1,100 would be some kind of drug rehab, local or?
Whatever the pleasure of the board is. I just figured I would pull up everything that's local where our Vernon residents may go for treatment or for assistance after the fact.
Never mind, that wasn't a good idea.
There's also Women's Rise. It's not on here, but that's under
That is,
50 cents.
that is right. That is correct.
I think that's a good idea for the use of money.
We received it, and so it's.
Yeah, another idea, if I could.
Mhm.
So like we have people who come in, will go into an executive session if someone's having a difficult time with one thing or another, and there's funds that sometimes can be made available. A lot of times when people are at overnight rehabilitation centers, insurance will cover the treatment, but not the overnight, even though it's at that facility. And I'm wondering if there are issues with drug use and abuse in every community. We're not exempt, I'm sure, from that. And I'm wondering if maybe we put it into a fund, and if people had a copay they couldn't make because of the cost of treatment, we could use that to help offset it.
Sounds like a good
Yeah,
idea.
could be just for Vernon residents.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep. So we could start the fund and then reach out to all the organizations that they can go to and let them know that fund is available for Vernon residents.
We used to do that with rescue, and so if you didn't buy the membership and you got transported, we would pick it.
Yeah, we did that year and a half or so ago
Yeah,
for a woman, a person on alcohol.
right.
Yeah.
Do you want to look into the feasibility of doing that? Setting up a fund? I'll send you the
Yeah, I'll
details.
talk to Cindy about that, yeah.
May not be possible either, it's just a thought.
Might be something to contribute to our town too.
Hmm?
Okay, hazard mitigation grant.
So this hazard mitigation grant is the grant that I wrote for the emergency management generator.
Mhm.
And I think I need to be authorized to submit it, sign it, and the backing of the board to send it off, and it's due September 29th, I think, or 30th.
How much is a grant for?
They provide 75% if it's
Okay.
awarded, and the town would,
So 75%, 85,000?
No, so
you know,
On page
of 100,
six.
it's like 109 or 100, I forget.
No.
it's
Page
105.
6.
Page 6 is the.
And we do have a little bit of money that is in the capital plan from prior years towards the generator.
That's right.
Not an awful lot, but it's something
Ah, okay.
And ARPA money's eligible for that too.
to pick up the difference.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to allow Shelley to send this on.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Any more discussion?
Aye.
Okay, Mike, you can check.
Aye.
John?
Aye,
And the motion carries.
excellent, thank you for this.
Looks great, thanks Shelley. Okay, appropriation request from human service agencies.
Okay, so we've been receiving emails in the past couple of months, inquiring, requesting for funding. And Tim wanted to know whether or not everyone needs to just submit the information or if they need to file a petition.
Board, what is your pleasure?
And over the last few years, we've done or suspended requiring petitions because of COVID. I don't think we ought to not expect petitions for next year.
So we can request it.
I would,
It's fine.
We're gonna request petitions.
Okay.
Consensus. Budget meeting schedule.
Okay, so I submitted 2 schedules. The budgets usually go pretty quickly, and if we do a few after each meeting, then we wouldn't have to schedule a separate day for the budget meetings. However, it is the pleasure of the board, if you decide that you would rather have it separate, there's an alternate schedule there.
You're 6 weeks off on your final budget review from one to the other, though.
Yeah, 'cause if you're holding it after the meeting, you know,
Yeah.
so many.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
Not that we.
I didn't wanna put too much of a load, you know,
Yeah.
of budgets on any meeting, you know, otherwise we'll be here all night.
Yeah.
I have a question. If someone comes in with their budget, say Tim comes in, his budget, he's got an explanation for everything, why do we have to have him come in again?
I think that's because it's what's been done in the past, and that's the schedule that I was going with last year when I came in.
Well, you have an initial budget discussion.
Right.
Right,
They give you the budget. We gotta figure out where the numbers mesh and if we gotta make any changes. And that's probably why you have the second meeting, right? And by the way, thanks for the 100,000, but we're recommending 10. You know,
And then you.
we'll get you started.
I like the one that goes to December 7th.
I'm fine with either.
I mean, we could put more, if you wanted to, you know, do it after the meeting, do a review at each meeting. It's,
So these are Wednesday meetings.
one's Wednesday, one's Tuesdays. Tuesdays, I think, is the longer
Yeah.
one.
So you're okay with the Wednesdays?
Yes.
Okay.
Jeff?
Yeah. Whatever.
I'm fine either way. I'm good either way. If it works better to do the Wednesdays, then let's do the Wednesdays. If we think we can get it done and we have a timetable that's reasonable with the January date, you know.
Okay. You said we'll do the Wednesdays. Okay. Old business, I don't have any. Do you, Shelley?
No, I don't think I have anything to add to that.
October 4th is our next regular meeting. When is town fair?
October 6th and 7th.
Okay.
Did we need to approve the ham supper?
We don't have all the details, and I thought that was gonna be more of an announcement.
Publicizing it, but they need approval to start planning.
Okay.
Oh, they do? Okay, I'll just write to her then.
Yeah, because they're not gonna plan it and base waiting on for us to say yes or no.
Yep.
Because they have to get the money from the association. Association has to have our yes.
So does anybody have any objections to the fire department having a ham supper?
Okay.
Speak now, in favor, vote
No.
yes. Consensus is okay. Okay, I will entertain a motion to.
Not yet. Got a question
Okay,
from the Window Regional Commission? That the material you sent on that?
Mm-hmm. FYI, basically.
They don't do intermunicipal agreements amongst towns now?
I don't know.
They do grant consortiums, I don't, it's fine,
I think they're probably expanding what they currently have in place.
yeah, admin money,
I believe.
yeah, it's a good thing though, if we can get bunches of towns working together, so,
Mhm.
great.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I move we adjourn.
Is there a second? All those in favor, Mike?
Aye.
Jeff?
Right.
Tom?
Yep.
I'm glad you're adjourned.